Hi, I'm Jesse Ahmet, your host of Valley News Now. Over the past year, K9 Baya and her special agent handler, Brad Renzi, have located currency in shopping bags, underneath basement steps, tucked behind wall-mounted TV, and hidden all over all kinds of furniture. Baya is a 2-year-old German short-haired pointer trained to locate U.S. currency. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety says Baya marked her first anniversary with the Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division by becoming the first currency K9 in the nation certified by the North American Police Workdog Association. It's one of their highest standards in the country, requiring K9 and handler teams to find 12 sets of currency in a variety of environments, from buildings to luggage to vehicles. Officials say Baya skills help law enforcement find stolen or illegal money, interrupt the flow of funds for illegal activities, and get restitution for victims of theft. They add alcohol and gambling enforcement is a complicated and time-consuming job, but Baya and Special Agent Renzi allow the division to use its resources more efficiently. And you can learn more about Baya's certification at valleynewslive.com. I just want to show you a picture of her and her handler there. And with the first snowflakes of the fall and winter in the books and temperatures slowly dropping, another motorcycle season is drawing to a close. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety says 65 people have died in motorcycle crashes across the state in 2023, which is a 20% decrease from last year. Unfortunately, 21 and 22 numbers were much higher than in previous years. So even with the decrease, we're on par with 19 and 20. Last year was the worst for motorcycle fatalities since 1985, with 82 deaths. 17 of the 65 fatal crashes involved excessive speeds as high as 70 miles over the posted speed limit. And other factors include impaired and distracted driving, lack of protective gear, unendorsed ridership, and limited experience or lack of training. And throughout the season, they continually saw riders taking unnecessary risks. Proper safety equipment means life or death in a crash, so always make sure you're fully protected. 41 of the 65 motorcyclists who died on Minnesota roads were not wearing a helmet. And one man is recovering from injuries after a crash involving a power pole in Douglas County, Minnesota. The Sheriff's Department says it happened on Tuesday, November 14th, around 4:30 p.m. Authorities say 37-year-old Shane Holmberg of Sauk Center, Minnesota, was going east when he crossed the center line and went into the ditch, hitting a power pole. The crash knocked down several other power lines, forcing authorities to close the road while they worked on the scene. The Sheriff's Department says Holmberg fell asleep behind the wheel. He was taken to the Alexandria Hospital and is expected to be okay. The YWCA Cass Clay CEO was selected to represent the region at the White House today. YWCA leadership by Cass Clay is developing affordable housing for survivors of domestic violence, and that has earned CEO Erin Prochnow a trip to the White House. So in Washington today, she was selected to bring regional representation to communities in action, building a better North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. She was invited to share YWCA's experiences and add her voice to conversations about the impact of federal investments in North Dakota by the current administration. Earlier this month, the YWCA of Cass Clay expanded its supportive housing programs by opening the 23-unit residence Lantern Light. And in her White House comments, Prochnow spoke about the many public and private sector partners that together made this and other affording housing possible in our community. The need for affordable housing is high, even urgent, and priorities for many agencies and elected officials locally and around North Dakota. And we've been in contact with Erin and hope to speak with her live from Washington, D.C. later today. Keep up to date at valleynewslive.com. I'm Jesse Ahmet, your host of Valley News Now.